That just shows that in many ways, as backwards as we thought Green Bay was, they were so far ahead of times when it came to integration of African-American players into modern football.
Welcome back to Wisconsin's Hidden History, pro football in Green Bay. That was Harry Sidney from My Brother's Keeper. Even he was amazed at the impact Vince Lombardi had.
Unbelievable. And Harry's one of my teammates. I look at Harry Sidney, Dexter McNabb. Had a conversation last week with Earl Dotson. He's in the process of finding a place in Milwaukee, Wisconsin to make his home. So Green Bay, Wisconsin is a great place to raise a family. And the people are unbelievable.
Well, 2.5 decades ago, you came to this town and this state and stuck around. And it's also clear that the Minister of Defense took culture change in Green Bay to another level.
What surprises people the most are really the Green Bay Press-Gazette headlines at the time. You know, there's comments from the 1990s where, you know, they're talking about, you know, what black life was like here in Green Bay. And even people that have grown up here didn't quite realize that those were the headlines at the time, and that's why we chose to lead with those. And so we really wanted the people's stories to resonate.
Reggie White is what we call our game changer in the exhibit, and really it's that big free agent gain for Green Bay. And he really, you know, if you talk to some of the players from that time period, he makes it, you know, okay for African-American players, the talented ones, to come into Green Bay and they can be a group and they can win now.
When we were working with our membership or most of our general public, you know, Reggie White is, people recognize his name and remember the time that he played for the Packers. People walk through here and go, okay, Reggie, but we didn't know. And it's been quite thought-provoking. We've had some really great comments in the guest book as to thank you for doing this. You know, I grew up, not even if you didn't grow up here in Green Bay, but I grew up in, you know, this location, and this is what I experienced, but I had no idea that this was happening here, or it's just a different perspective. It
was my first impression of Green Bay in 1992. First of all, you have to understand what everybody was saying Green Bay was. Green Bay, when you came to Green Bay, Minnesota, that time, you were going to Siberia. There were teams that were horrible, and you might as well go in your career. I came to Green Bay in 1992, and I was pleasantly surprised. Opened a lot of doors. You know, because of him, you had the Keith Jacksons, you had a lot of other people that came in here and decided, you know what, this is a good place to play. Want to live here, but it's kind of cold. It's kind of cold, but part of Reggie coming here made it okay.
In working through the exhibit content, we had an advisory committee, and there was just a really amazing day with Cliff Crystal and Harry Sidney, and in their debate, they didn't agree on everything, but they did agree absolutely on the 3 game changers when we were like, how do we break this information up? And so people understand these moments in time and how does it affect the national scope? They were like, hands down, yes. And everybody recognizes Reggie, but we wanted to make sure that our other gentlemen were featured as well.
I found Green Bay, now it was different for players because there was a time for the African-American players that we had barbers come up from Milwaukee to cut hair because nobody knew how to cut African-American hair. We had chefs that came from Milwaukee up to Green Bay to cook food. So a lot of the African-Americans could get used to, you know, old home cooking because it made it so you wanted to be here. Besides those trained, Reggie White gave it credibility.
Well, there's no question about that. And he was a man of faith, and you know a lot about that too.
Reggie White was a leader not only in the locker room, but in the community as well. Transformative leader.
He had that it factor.
He had that.
I remember in the locker room when he walked through and you just, wow, whoa.
Right. When Reggie spoke, everybody listened, no matter what part of the locker room you sat.
And much like Vince, if you didn't have him as a recruiting tool to get the Santana Dotsons and the Sean Jones and a variety of players to come here.
Andre Rison.
Might not have won a Super Bowl.
That's right.
All right, when we come back on Wisconsin's Hidden History, this guy was a part of those 1990s Packers teams that changed the course of history here in Green Bay. We'll wrap things up after the break.